So welcome everyone to the very first episode of season 2 of Who's Got Clout. We've got a name now for the podcast for Clout Forum, where we're really just taking a bit of time every couple of days to get to know new creators on the platform, get to see the community. Because we've seen through season 1, there's been so many people bringing amazing talents, amazing passion and love together, and just watching the co-creation of how we're building Bitclout together has been just incredible. So we're going to continue that this season, getting to meet many amazing new creators. And I dare say we're going to expect a big flood of new ones coming in the next months. So to launch with a bang, we have brought on somebody that many of you will know very well, and that is the Design Star Sisters. So the Design Star Sisters are the founders of online graphic design platform designstar.com. That is design, DESIGNSTA.com. Make sure to check it out. And you girls have been incredible. So hello, welcome. How you doing?
Hi, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks so much for having us. We're so excited to be here and finally made it on the Clout Forum.
Yeah. Yeah, you had a bit of a rough run last week. We were going to have an early start to the season, but you guys feeling better now?
So sorry about that. Yeah, it was Lucy was okay. She obviously lives down the road to me, so she didn't get got. So we had a sickness bug in my house brought home by one of my little boys last Friday from nursery.
So I was just trying to stay away.
She was staying away
as much as I could.
Nice one.
I didn't want to catch it.
Yeah, and
I remember that.
I've got twin boys. They're 2.5, and they were down last weekend, being sick all weekend, and then it got me on the Sunday, which went on for a couple of days, and my husband got it. So yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't pretty, and nobody needed to see that. So
yeah,
we love the best.
It's one,
yeah,
right. It's one of those few that you just can't do on camera. If you got a sniffle or something, you can kind of mute, but yeah.
At the time when we were supposed to be doing this, I remember thinking, "Oh my God, thank God I'm not doing that right now, because that was not good."
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry about that, but it was just one of those things.
No. Of course. No, we're really, really grateful that you guys are taking the time as well to come and join us. So first of all, you are sisters, right? Biological sisters?
Yeah. My sister's little sister, big sister.
What's the age difference?
9 years.
9 years.
Really?
Yeah. We don't.
Wow.
Well, thanks. I'll take that, but yeah, she's the baby.
No, definitely don't notice 9 years, that's for sure. But I mean, that's kind of one of the things these days. We're kind of entering this timeless place where, I mean, maybe it's just me getting older. I turned 40 a month ago, and it's like looking around, it's the age is just blurring out.
Weird. I know. I still feel 21, and I swear I just think everyone's the same age as me, and then they're all like 10 years younger. But I'm saying it's weird.
And how crazy is it coming on, Bitclout, and then seeing like 16-year-olds, developing and building?
Honestly, it's crazy. It's phenomenal, the talent that's on there for such young kids. Young. It's like, it just blows my mind. I'm like, when I think back to being 15, 16, I definitely was not being that inspirational.
I think we all had our creativity, but it was getting fake driver's licenses.
Yeah. Trying to get into pubs underage, stuff like that. Really.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. Well, we've got a few crew joining us live. So a big shout out to Cyrus and Nirvana who are here. So, I mean, I've got 1,001 things I'd love to ask you guys, and but let's start. Where should we start, guys? Let's start with the beginning.
Okay.
So, how did you guys get involved with Bitclout? How did it enter into your worlds?
Okay, so I would say about March time, my husband got in on when it wasn't open to the public, like the private round, and we had a friend that was also in there as well, and they were telling us all about it, and my husband's just like, I think it would be really good for you and the business and the brand and stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, what is this thing? I don't know. Yeah. So he kept talking about it. And this was in the time where, everyone was whacking loads of money on the Kardashians and the Jenners and like all the celebs and thinking, I'm going to make my millions here. And that was crazy that time when you think back. But yeah, we signed up, created an account April time.
Yeah. Didn't really know much about
Yeah,
crypto or anything.
No, we were really, really new.
Very new, yeah.
And we just started
Fantastic.
sharing, we just dived in, and yeah, the rest is history. We just went for it. And from that day, we've stayed really consistent. We did put quite a bit of our own money in because we thought it was such a cool idea. We'd never seen anything like it. It's such an amazing concept.
Yeah.
And we just really bought into the idea that this is the future. And we were just like, we definitely don't want to miss out on this.
Yeah.
So
such a great opportunity.
Yeah.
We're like, we can't miss this.
So we just got involved and just started trying to, I think we were just really trying to make some noise right from the off. So we went in, we were quite bullish, and just trying to create like FOMO. We were doing lots of contests, competitions, giveaways and stuff like that. And yeah, just trying to get involved with the community. And
yeah,
it's crazy how much time has, like, in some ways it feels like we've been on there for 10 years.
Yeah.
And in some ways it's like not that long.
It's like, how many months?
Like 5 months now, I think.
About 5 months, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
It's unreal, isn't it?
It is.
Actually, I need to check.
I think it is.
I need to check on Prospect Clout, but I don't think we've reached our 150-day birthday yet, but I'll check that.
You must be pretty close.
Yeah,
I reckon you'd be pretty close. No, and I have to say, it's one thing that watching, because I came on, I think it's been about 150 days approximately, and would have been probably around just when it was still password, but just before it opened up was when I kind of bumped into it. And one of the Design Star, your profile, and you two sisters were like a signature piece of Bitclout for my journey. Like, you guys were always there. You were creating the atmosphere.
So we were there before you.
I'm sure you were there. At least I remember you as being there from the very beginning.
Right. Okay.
Of my journey. Yeah. Because it's, obviously there's characters, archetypes like the Krasensteins, for example, and these characters that really gave so much to the community and so much passion in what they were doing. And that's something that I saw in you girls as well, is you really were doubling down. You were fully in, you were there for the community, you were sharing, you were innovating, trying new things, and you were investing your own money as well. And watching that, I think it was the creators like yourselves that created that atmosphere that made others feel like this could work, right? The courageous ones that dared to double down.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're trying to do as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you've just got to lead by example.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we're going for. We want new users to see, that we're here, show up daily for them, and just show the activity that what can happen, what can be. Because
it's cool. It's fun.
We definitely did that.
That's good.
It is fun, right? It is fun.
It's fun.
It's so different to anything else out there. And I don't know whether it is because it's quite a small community still. So you can kind of really get to know people. And there's some amazing people on there, some amazing brains on there that you just wouldn't normally get access to. So it's like really cool to get to.
Yes, we've met so many amazing people. Yeah. It's been fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fun ride.
It's been a roller coaster as well.
Yeah, you've had a few ups and downs, huh?
Yeah.
We have.
Yeah. Total roller coaster.
Yeah. But we're still here. We're staying.
Your staying power is incredible. And we'll get into those stories a little bit if you guys don't mind. We'll play around a little bit as we go on. But, as you were sharing that, it made me think about, one of the analogies we're using a lot is, thinking about this, it's because I'm a very visual thinker. And to me, it's almost like, I don't know if you guys have ever worked festival stands or done a festival where it's like, you rock up to the festival a few days early or a week early while they're still building it, and that's kind of what Bitclout feels like the first season of it was, we've all been putting up our stands. We've all got things we're creating and offering, right? Backstage passes, getting to know each other. And what happens to those things, right? You get to meet celebrities and people you wouldn't normally meet. You get to meet these business people you wouldn't normally meet. And so it's been pretty amazing, huh? Get to cross paths.
I think some of the people that are on now, like I feel like they could almost be celebrities in the future. You just don't know what's going to happen with this platform. So yeah, it's just really cool to be, like you say, backstage at the festival, ready for the big show,
anticipation,
stage to kick off.
Fantastic. So taking a little step out of Bitclout just for a moment before we come back in and go dive deeper in there. What about Designster? Designster.com, because this is obvious, it's one of those things with Bitclout that it's almost easier to forget that there's actually a product or actually a kind of, because we get so enamored with with the different creators, and we see you guys as like real influencers, not just a business promoting itself. But we've got, two women who are actually, sisters who are bringing so much, passion and energy to what you're bringing out there, that sometimes it is easy to forget that there's actually a company there as well. And so what's the story with Designster? Where did that begin?
So it actually started maybe 5 years ago now. So I was living in San Francisco at the time with my husband, and it was one of those classic start a business from your bedroom scenarios. It was just like where we lived in San Francisco, we literally lived opposite Twitter, the Twitter buildings. We could literally see them playing on their rooftop every lunchtime and doing their yoga on the rooftop. And the Uber building was next door. So it was just like we were living in this really like tech capital, and it was just really inspiring. And I was looking for a new creative outlet / business. I had been a freelance graphic designer. I'd been doing all sorts of, obviously moving away out there. I just wanted to start something new. I just was fed up of working for clients and working on design work that I wasn't bothered about. I just wanted to basically, like, we're creatives, we're both artists, we're both graphic designers, illustrators. We just love creating stuff. It's not like we have this big business background, but we just love creating stuff and coming up with ideas and building things from nothing kind of thing. So that's where Designster started. I found some developers and we've got to creating the platform, and we just set about creating loads of templates and design elements. And well, at this point it was just me. And then it was a couple of years later.
I joined 3 years ago. I've been
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Because I'm like an illustrator and I paint as well. So it was just, I wanted to do something as well. And obviously with my sister, it just works really well, doesn't it? So then I joined, and I just helped with all the illustrations, creating templates, and social media side of it as well.
And we've had a bit of a bumpy ride with it, because we've had, obviously, like everyone has ups and downs in life, don't they? But 4 years ago we lost our mum to cancer, so it was just after that Lucy started working with me.
It's actually it was around that time, wasn't
it?
It
was after. So we obviously like had a really bad time with that, and it was just a nice thing. It kind of gave us something to focus on. Like we always say, it helped us with our grief, just getting creative and working together, and being sisters. It was nice to be able to be there for each other and like spend all our time. Just by this time I was back in the UK, so it was just it really helped us. And then a year after that I was pregnant with twins. So it was like, when I say we've had some ups and downs, it's like quite a few. I feel like we could be way further on with the business if like life just gets in the way, doesn't it? Obviously that was an amazing thing, having twins. And then they were born the following year, so they are 2.5 now. Since then we've just worked together and been trying to grow the business, and we'd found a lot with, you start these businesses and it's like you want to do the business because it's something that you're really passionate and excited about, but then you end up doing all this, like you only end up really working on the stuff that you're really passionate about 5% of the time. The rest of it's all marketing and like trying to find customers and like on social media, all the stuff that you're not so bothered about, and that's all the side of it that we've had to like teach ourselves, really. You have to, because we didn't, we're not business people, like we're creatives, so we kind of are now. Well, we are now, but like we've had to force ourselves to do it. So we want it to work. So you've got all that other side of it, the admin side, and so
the structure side, right? The vessel to contain all that magic.
Exactly. And it's hard sometimes because you literally we just want to be creating
templates
and drawings. We just want to be doing painting by numbers. No. So what I was going to say is we found it was just getting quite stale with all the traditional social media, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't come to Bitclout with big followings.
Yeah. Like over on Instagram, it's quite
we've got like a couple of thousand on Instagram, I
Something
think, and like maybe 5,000 on Facebook, but it's not like a huge.
It's harder to get seen, on Instagram now, because it's like, you feel a bit drowned out, because it's because
so
of all
much
the
noise,
algorithm, and it's just a bit messed up. But
been saturated.
Totally. So with Bitclout, we just feel like, obviously we're in the beginning. It's a time to get noticed, and
and because it's a platform for creators, it just felt like
it felt like it went hand in hand with our business.
So
I mean, it couldn't be better. I mean, you think about with like NFTs and all the things that people are doing on Bitclout. Well, here's Design Star platform.
It kind of got better, because obviously the NFT thing wasn't even a thing when we started, so we didn't really know that was going to be a thing. And then it's like it just got better and better.
Yeah. Absolutely, you guys are made for it in that sense. Absolutely. And so big plug for you guys, like designstar.com. Anyone watching, please do go check it out. Like, Design Star aren't just an amazing set of sisters doing awesome things. You've got a great platform, and you've also got a good deal, right, for people that buy your creator coin.
So that's the thing. We do want to move more into getting our platform tied in with Bitclout. It's the future as we go on. At the moment, we have a coin held model. So if anyone invests $300 into a Design Star coin and just hold that investment, you can have a free Design Star membership. You just have to DM us for the details. But we also, separate from that, have a 7-day free trial. So you can just go to designstar.com and sign up for the free 7-day trial and give it a go and see if it's something that works for you. And then you might want to do the coin held model after if you like it.
No, it's a great idea. And I mean, I was just going to say, if you think about the offer that you've got there, the invest $300, like, to buy $300 coin, that's an incredibly generous offer, because in the end, it's like, you get your founder's reward, but they can sell later down the track. So it's almost like by investing in you, they get to use your product, and then you've actually got marketing people. It's actually pretty genius marketing, I think.
And it's an investment. You never know. That investment might make you loads of money in the future when the price of Clout goes up.
Exactly.
That $300 could be worth loads to you.
So it's like
absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's the most beautiful thing on Bitclout that I've been witnessing, is really that it's designed to encourage that win-win-win, right? Where it's no longer this, business and then, the consumer, but more, how do we create the dynamics where we're all winning, right? Exactly. And I think what you've put up there is definitely a great start. That's setting the role model for how we can play.
We definitely want everyone to win.
Yes.
Yeah. It's so much better that way, isn't it?
It is.
So much more fun. Yeah. Beautiful. So now going from there, when you guys have joined, so you were saying you've got no background in blockchain, crypto before Bitclout yourselves personally?
Just a tiny little bit of dabbling here and there.
I mean, we've got people around us that have been involved in that stuff, so we know a little bit about it. We hear people talking about it constantly around us. So.
And now, I mean, we know loads, but like at the start, we didn't. Now we're
getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. At the start, though, very limited amount that we knew. And
I think that's one of the things that we found as well, because it was quite scary, because we were going into this new world and it was like, yes, this is a great opportunity for us. But because of the whole crypto side of it, it was quite daunting for us. And we definitely had a lot of imposter syndrome, like, what are we doing here? But
are we really okay with it?
Who are we to be doing this? And I think that's a thing that a lot of people obviously get, don't they? It's quite a common thing. But I think that's one of the reasons why this is only our third interview, that we've ever done since joining Bitclout.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad you guys are here.
I'm glad we're here too.
Yeah, we're glad.
Isn't that the, like, I mean, everything that I do, I've got a company called Live Your Genius, and everything for me is around human behavior and how to fully activate our potential, right? That we have. And I'm a strong believer that in every single human, no matter where they are, what they are, there is a flame, right? There's a flame of something that is unique to them, a passion or something. And everyone's a creative. We've just branded it wrong, right?
Yeah.
And it's something that I'm really seeing is that the difference between, an Instagram celebrity that's got, an influencer that has 1 trillion followers, and somebody who's just a nice person is really just that exposure, that marketing, that being put in front of people, and of course being able to handle yourself, etc. But like you've already said at the beginning, I don't know which one of you were saying it, but at the very beginning, you were speaking to, the fact that any one of these people could be celebrities straight off the bat. Like, we're meeting people before that moment, right? Before they get recognized. Yeah. And it's so beautiful to see that equality in a space where we all get to come together, and it's like, it's up to you,
It's literally up to you. Like, we are so early on this platform. Anyone could join tomorrow and be a future celebrity because of what they put into Bitclout now. I truly believe that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
absolutely. It's fascinating. Huh?
Yeah.
So when you guys first joined, considering you don't have that background in crypto, etc., what was it that got you to stick around? What got you to bite? Like, did you get a bit of a vision for what this could be? Did you have a feeling for that?
Yeah, definitely. We had, we could see the potential in it.
Yeah, it was just really exciting. And
at the start, you've got to persevere, because at the start you feel like you're putting your statuses out into
tumbleweed.
It's like, quite silent at the start, but then we just kept doing it, and then you'd get more, more likes, more comments. Keep being consistent with it, you get more and more, and we just were like consistent every day.
Also, we joined right in the investing heyday craziness where people were literally whacking so much money, and like the investment side of it is really slowed down. It's pretty much not happening at all. Like, it's exciting if you get a $50 or $100 investment, even a $5 investment is exciting at the moment. But I remember there was a time where we would be getting a 30 grand investment, a 50 grand investment, a 20 grand, all in the same day. We'd refresh and we'd have another one going in.
It's like
constant, and it was crazy, like literally refresh. We're like, oh my God, what's happening? So people were just getting really carried away. And obviously we put a decent amount of our own money in. So I think that also tied us in, because we never wanted to rug pull that money out. And I think people thought we might do that early on, and we didn't do it. We have never done it, and we're not planning on doing it. So it's like, so that's obviously kept us here, because we've got money, we've got skin in the game. Do you know what I mean? So
I think people have seen it as well, haven't they?
People
know that now.
I think we've hopefully proved ourselves now.
Well, you definitely have to us, that's for sure.
Oh, thanks. But it's just really exciting. It's a great opportunity, and
Absolutely. So what would you say would be one of the highlights of your time with Bitclout so far?
Oh my God, there's been so many highlights. Just I really loved when we were on CloutCon. We went on with the CloutCon, and that was great fun to do that. And I think just meeting people, really just building those relationships and finding there's really cool people on the platform, and it's been really exciting getting all the investments, and that has been a crazy side of it. But
I think bullish as well. I think bullish has been really fun. The NFTs that we've been doing. That's been fun.
Which we'll touch on later.
But with the investment side of things, it has been really fun and really exciting, but it's not everything. I think it would be very easy to get so consumed by the investing coin price side of things, and it's going to go up and down. You can't literally value yourself with the price of your coin and people investing in you. At the end of the day, a lot of people are investing in your coin because they want to make money. I think the smaller investments are actually kind of better, because you think they're putting that small amount of money in because they actually like us. So it
absolutely right.
More special, whereas it's obviously amazing if someone whacks 10, 20 grand in you, but you think they're trying to make money there. And that's fine. That's great. I hope they do. We want everyone to make money, but
Absolutely. No, it's something that I think is going to take some time for people to get accustomed to and adjust to, right? Is, like you're saying, not to measure by the coin price. And it's one of those things I like to remind people is, if someone buys $10,000 of your coin and sells it, then you've just made your founder's reward off that. And now your coin is now at bargain price again for anyone that wants to invest. So the only people that lose out are the short-term traders that were trying to swing trade you in the first place, right? Exactly. Because as long as you're going to hold, then if your price goes down and you're giving value, it will go back up. No one loses.
Exactly,
In fact,
yeah,
and the creator gets to earn lots of money if they keep on selling. So
exactly.
it's putting it into context, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Think of it like that and not get too sucked into it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So then going to the other side of it, because, you know, being real about this, that it's a turbulent time in the world in general, but Bitclout as well. It's one hell of a decentralized open source startup. No one owns it. Like trying to launch something like this against those giants of Twitter, Instagram, it literally has been the Wild West, right? Like what you guys described was like one of those rare gold rushes that still happen. And we got to be part of that, right? That was insane. Like I remember I got
to witness.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
it was insane. And when
plate, I'm very jealous of your number plate.
I love my number plate. It's guerrilla marketing wherever I go. Whenever I get a speeding fine now, I just have a little chuckle to myself.
I love that. Whenever I get a speeding fine.
There's been 2, okay. And you know the worst part is they're like 6 kilometers over the speed limit. So not even doing it properly. But it was that thing, right? Like it was that gold rush. It was like suddenly there was these investments. I was like, whoa. I'm just hanging out having fun on here. Like what's, you know, but it was amazing. And so, but with all that being said, it's a lot of people coming on, they get to hear these amazing stories, but there's a lot of harder times as well, right? There's been some challenges and things. So what are some of the tougher things you've had to deal with on the platform?
I'd say the beginning.
So, I would say we had a bit of a bumpy ride in the beginning. We did get questioned quite a lot in the beginning. I don't know if you remember this.
I saw a little bit here and there, but it was a bit of a blur.
Yeah, I think people just were like, whoa, because our coin price took off so quickly, but because we didn't come with a big following and people kind of like, well, who the hell are these two and how have they done this? Like, can we trust them? What are they playing at? They're obviously scammers. And we were like, we literally couldn't be more genuine with our reasons for being here. We're just trying our best. And we did, like, we had a bit of a rough ride at the start, and it's all good now. We put out a statement because I think people just had questions like, how have you done this? What's your plans? Are you going to rug pull and just run away with all this money?
And everyone kept selling, didn't they, at the start?
And then we had a bit of a landslide moment with our coin price because things were said and people panicked basically. But then,
which is understandable. Obviously, people putting a lot of money in, and if things are being said, it does cause a bit of a panic.
But it was more like we worried about our reputation because we were like, oh my God, we've brought our real life brand here that we've worked on for years. We are like, because we really jumped in. In hindsight, I'm not sure we would have jumped straight in with our brand, but we did. We went for it. We maybe would have just had a personal account first and tried it out that way, but it's too late for that now. But, so that was all a worry. We were just like, we bounced back. That was ages ago now, and it's all good. So
that's probably like one of the.
I don't think we haven't had too many bad times. It's just
that's the one that sticks to mind, really. But
and people are within the rights to question these things if they're not sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of the open source, right? And this decentralized world is we're creating a community of free will where it's like, well, you get to have a choice of how you approach things, and you get to have a choice of what you engage with, and we get to be human again. Right.
Yeah, pretty open books. Like if people have questions, they can come and ask us, and we'll just we haven't got anything to hide. So
yeah. And I'd say anyone watching this, like that's my greatest recommendation. What these ladies just here have just said: if you've got an issue with a creator, or if you've got an issue with somebody, reach out to them first. Yeah. That's always a great step, right?
Rather than putting it out there for everyone to see, you just
talk like humans.
Yeah, exactly.
Be
human. We're not all robots. There's been a lot of bots.
Right.
But we're not them.
We've got evidence here on Clout Forum right here.
Oh, all right.
Now, I would love to just sit and, I mean, if you guys would come on again later on down the track, I'd love to have more conversations with you because we could go forever. But I'm also noticing we've got some great interaction here in the group. So I want to give some space to some of the questions. You guys up for a couple of questions?
Of course, go for it.
Nice. So big shout out to Cyrus. Cyrus Abraham is here with us in the chat there. And now Cyrus has, I'm just going to read this out for you girls. He's written, it's been an incredible journey. By the way, this was quite early on in our conversation. You guys were one of the characters along my journey as well. You guys have done a lot for the platform and for pushing equality. My question to you guys is, what resources do you have to help onboarding efforts in Q4? So have you guys thought about that, taking part in the onboarding side of things? And
yeah, we would love to get more involved in the onboarding side. As far as resources go, no, we haven't got anything so far, but that is definitely something that we should think about. Yeah, no, that's something we're definitely keen to get involved with. And obviously we will be we have shared a bit about our Bitclout journey. Yeah. Like we do a weekly email to our audience, and we've talked about Bitclout.
Yeah. And we do a bit over on Instagram. Like we've done some like graphics talking a little bit about Bitclout.
Tips on getting started.
Sort of introducing it to some of our followers over there. That they've never heard of it, obviously, and don't know about it. So we're just trying to educate people as we go.
Fantastic.
And I think that's something that we could tie in with Designster as well, maybe making some resources on the Designster platform, just to kind of educate a bit more about Bitclout and what it is, and try and tie the two in that way. And just
that's a great idea. Yeah, that's fantastic. And that's great to hear you guys are sharing out, because quite often some creators will bring their brand into Bitclout, but then they'll kind of isolate from taking it out, understandably, because it's still in its early stages. So, you know, it's great to hear you're interacting like that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think as we've got this stage along the journey now, we're a lot more confident in where it's going, and we think, we want to talk, we want to tell people about it. We're proud of it.
Yeah. So it's just a case of just trying to educate people about it, and
yeah, absolutely.
Hope that answers.
All right.
Yeah.
You answered it beautifully. I'm just looking in the chat now. This is the joy of doing a live podcast, right? Just trying to juggle this man. All right, let me see. I'm going to just check in. Cyrus has also asked, and by the way, Cyrus was also saying he's a twin and had similar journeys. So have you guys thought of a Designster node tied into your brand, sales, etc.?
So we are actually talking at the moment with one of the very well-known developers on Bitclout. I won't say too much about it just in case it doesn't happen, but we are thinking about a Designster app that is much more tied in with Bitclout. And yeah, we would absolutely love the new Designster to be much more tied in with Bitclout. We would love to be able to monetize our design elements and templates, maybe with like diamonds and paying for with Clout, and also have a free version available. Like, we just think it would be so cool, and it's probably really needed as well to have a design app native to Bitclout. So that's something we would definitely love to do. But it's just,
I think you're definitely very well positioned.
We are not developers, obviously. We're not that technical. Obviously, we're the creative. We come up with the ideas. So yeah, we're talking about it. So hopefully that will happen.
Yeah, beautiful. Fantastic. So I'm going to hand over to Alex. Have you got a few questions for these girls?
Yes,
of
course.
I'm just being super conscious today that I normally go overtime with my time, and I'm looking at you two ladies, and I'm sitting there going, man, we have a whole world of conversations. So if we can bring you on again, I'll get to ask all my questions there, but I'll make sure I'm being sharing today. So Alex, do you want to come on and ask some questions, my friend?
Oh, thank you so much, Mark, for following the timing and giving me some space. So I would like to go deep on your personalities. So I will have some questions, and all of these questions will regard to both of you. So
okay, go for it.
So the first one that I would like to ask is, what's your favorite dish that you would eat every day, but you have to avoid it for some reason?
Favorite thing to eat every day? What if we had to live off one thing? Okay, mine's going to be really basic, and it's going to be, you probably think this is really disgusting.
I know what you're going to say.
You know what I'm going to say. It would be toast with peanut butter and Marmite. I don't know if you guys know what Marmite is. You're like horrified. You probably have Vegemite.
Hang on. Sorry, Alex. I got to interrupt here. What?
I feel like Lucy would say the same thing.
I would
as
actually
well.
say
We
the
literally
same.
like grew up eating this. I could live off it.
Yeah, we did.
Did you
grow
put
up
the Marmite first or the peanut butter
so
first?
toast, put some butter on, then the Marmite, then the peanut butter. Crunchy peanut butter, obviously. It's a taste sensation.
Oh, really?
And they've just actually
Oh, yeah.
brought out the Marmite and peanut butter jars.
You can get a mix.
They've nicked our idea.
Yeah, we came up with this. I'm sorry, but like we were having
It's
that
now
when we were
in
like 2 years old.
Yeah, our dad used to be like too. But now they've actually brought out.
That is a real thing now in the
Yeah.
shops. So in my opinion, they didn't get the ratio right. I could have done a better job.
Sorry, Alex, for interrupting that one, my friend. We call it Vegemite here in Australia. I think we have Marmite as a brand around somewhere.
Yeah.
But wow, I've never heard of that.
To be fair,
I have competed with it too.
You have to try it.
I tell you what, we'll do that in person at the Clout Forum when we have an in-person Clout Forum festival sometime. We're doing it on stage.
After.
Yes.
And we'll do taste testing from all the Clouters.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
They're all going to tell us we're both disgusting.
Like, oh my God, that's disgusting.
All right. Sorry, Alex. It's all back to you, my friend.
Okay. Next question. I love it. Where's Alex?
Oh, is he gone?
He left the chat.
By the peanut butter and Marmite. He's run away.
Thanks. We scared him off. Thanks, Cyrus. By the way, anyone ever wonders why you never get to see Alex's face? It's actually because his internet connection. He's in Russia. And he is the powerhouse. He's the bones behind the whole platform, Clout Forum. He's the visionary. He called me up one day and said, hey, do you want to come and do something with this forum that we're doing? And we just bonded and hit it off. And since then, we've been doing it together. He takes care of all the important stuff. And I just be silly on the camera. That's kind of my job. And Alex, you're back. So sometimes his connection drops. And we kind of...
Hey, Alex.
How you doing, Alex? You ready to go again?
Yeah, hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Long time not see you. Okay, I have another questions related to the food. If there would be the last sweets in the world, with whom would you share it? With your sister, kids, husband, or you will eat it by yourself while no one knows about that?
Oh, right. Eat it in secret. Well, I'd probably have to give it to my kids, to be fair. You'd probably give it to your dog.
I'll probably give it to my dog.
I'd give you a bit. Can we share it between family?
Yeah. Let's say you have the last ice cream on the planet.
Oh,
last ice cream. I don't know about.
If it was ice cream,
share.
Yeah, no, I would not get away with trying an ice cream in front of my kids. No, they're just gonna take it and get it all over their faces.
You have to go and hide in the corner.
I have to go and eat it in secret
in the bathroom or somewhere. Just lock the door.
Sit on the toilet and eat my ice cream. Yeah, I wouldn't go down to that.
Okay. Thank you for the honest answer. Who's the hero for you in real life? Who serves as a source of inspiration for you? Who is the real hero for you?
Okay.
So it's interesting just to know where the inspiration for you comes. So what makes you do more in your life? So who is the person who you watch and just his presence in your life can move some things further or give you some positive attitude and mood for the day or week?
I think we'd both agree that it would be our mum, because she is the person that got us involved she taught us how to be creative, had us doing art at the kitchen table from a very young age. And she was just so proud of everything that we did. And obviously she's not here anymore, but she's an inspiration to us every single day. So
she'll always be our biggest inspiration.
Wow, this is the most sweet
I didn't mean to make everyone cry.
Yeah. And if we are speaking about the one person that you don't know personally, but who inspires you, who would it be?
So like a celebrity sort of figure. Oh, who would it be? Putting me on the spot with that one. Can you?
Maybe Donald Trump. or Boris Johnson.
Did you say Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Not sure about that one.
The forbidden words. Yeah.
Oh, it keeps breaking.
Don't know if you can see our faces, Alex, but we're having a hard time
Yeah,
hearing you
it's
through
fine.
the broken up.
It was a short. It was a short break, so everything's fine. Yeah, I've said the forbidden words. So who would it be? Who would be the source of inspiration for you?
Oh, who is it? I can't think off the top of my head.
I don't know. Oh wow, that's actually a really.
And you
hard
can't
one.
say me.
It would be you, Mark.
It would.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, because I think it changes all the time. I think there's so many people that we look up to in business and in art, and just so many. Like, yeah, I can't think of one particular. You've really put us on the spot with that one. I've gone totally blank.
It's a good question.
It's a really good question. Oh yeah, no, I can't think of one particular.
I can't either.
Oh my god.
While
it
you
sounds
are
like
thinking,
you have-
I'm sure. Yeah, and
Sorry?
while you are
Alex-
thinking, I'm sure that it's your turn to be an example for someone as well, and I'm sure that there
I
is.
tell you what, who is
person-
someone that is really inspirational. We just watched Emma Raducanu the other day winning the US Open, and how amazing was that? And she is 18 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's inspirational.
Just seeing people, I just absolutely, like, it makes me cry seeing people achieve their dreams.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I'm terrible. Even when I watch a TV program like The X Factor or something like that, you know, when someone, it's like, I will cry at anyone achieving their dreams. So
Yeah,
things like that. I just love to see people winning in life.
that was amazing though.
So
The other
amazing,
night,
yeah,
tennis.
yeah. But yeah, I can't
Mm.
think of like who was our idol.
Yeah, I can't think.
It sounds like you have a decentralized source of inspiration.
We
Yes,
do, yeah.
exactly.
It's open source.
Open source and
Anyone can take our heart at any given moment, basically, as long
so
as they're.
fickle.
It's a really rubbish answer. I'm so sorry. Do you know what? As soon as we finish this, someone's going to pop into my head and I'll be like, why
I'd be
didn't
like,
I say
"Oh,
that?
it's
All I can think going around in my head is Mariah Carey, and I don't know why. That is my idol. Just maybe when I was like 15.
Because she was your idol when you were 15.
she was when I was 15. Not so much now. That's
She used to
funny.
sing
She was
all-
my idol at 15 too.
Yeah. I used to think I was Mariah Carey when I was
Yeah.
15.
Oh, I
Wow.
know.
Yeah.
Bedroom next door is like Mariah Carey.
Okay, stop now. Stop. Oh,
Getting the behind the scenes.
yeah.
Yeah, and
I've seen that.
so I've got the last questions for you, and then we'll go to discuss some very important topic that we have now. So what's the funniest prank have you ever done to your sister?
Funniest prank. Well,
Oh, I feel like I've got one.
go on.
No, wait. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say we used to have like an airing cupboard like next to the bathroom, and me and my brother would hide in the airing cupboard, and she would come out of the toilet and we'd jump out and we'd like, "Ah!" And obviously she'd have a heart attack.
You had the Green Goblin.
With a green
The
goblin.
Green Goblin. There was this toy. It was horrible. It had like warts on it, and like it was all green and it was wobbly.
I remember that. It was horrible.
And-
You were terrified.
I was terrified, and they used to scare me.
Well, obviously, because me and my brother, there's only 2 years between us. So we're older. She's the baby.
Nine and 7 years older than me.
Yeah, so she's the baby. So she
And I
obviously
was-
always got picked on. What's the point in having a baby sister if you can't pick on them? So
Terrible.
I think there was a lot of pranks.
That's the one that I can think
But
of.
yeah, like I say, we do have a brother as well. So he was basically always pranking us.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been a lot.
I can't really. Yeah.
I'm sure there was
There's-
one really.
Is there something like with a spider?
Oh yeah, probably.
Like,
But it wouldn't have been me because I'm terrified of spiders. Yeah.
Can't remember.
So it seems some of pranks will be remained as secrets.
We'll do a special
Uh,
edition.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We need to think more
We'll
on
have
The
to-
this.
Prank Sisters.
Yeah. Prank sisters.
Maybe that should be a new like weekly thread that we do on Bitclout, where
Prank
we do
each other.
a new prank each week.
Prankster.com.
I don't know why I'm suggesting that.
Yeah.
think I
Why
really want
are
that.
you signing yourself up for that?
Got to be careful in these live podcasts. Hey, Alex, I just saw there's a question coming from Crypto Unicorns. Great question here.
Yeah. I will ask it, and this is the
great.
topic that I would like to discuss a little bit further. So the last one for sure. So everyone has different experience while they are doing business with their relatives, like brothers, sisters, or maybe some brother-in-law, and so on and so forth. So some of them suffer some big issues doing it together, and some are just very happy being in this position for both of them. What was it like for you? Did you have your own ups and downs, and what it's like for you now?
Yeah, I mean, generally on a day-to-day basis, we're like best friends and love each other more than anything in the world. But like, I do not fight with anyone like I fight with my sister. So it's like,
rare. It's rare,
very rare and few and far between.
But when we do,
yeah.
But the thing is, like half an hour later, we'll be like, love you.
It's fine. We can just crack on. Like, I feel like if I had that with anyone else, it would not be okay to just crack on afterward. But our brother ends up having to be like mediator between us, and we'll both be bringing him, and he's like, hang on a sec, Lucy's on the phone, and he'll be like, I'll just go, Louise is on the phone. And like, he sorts it all out, and then like after an hour, half an hour, we're like, okay, should we be friends again? And then it just goes back to normal, and we just crack on,
and then it doesn't happen again for a long time.
It hardly ever happens, but when it happens, it really happens.
But but generally we do work like really well together though, don't we?
Yeah.
And it's like, if we have something to say, we can just get it out there, say it, and we're not going to be too offended.
We definitely both do have a bit of a fiery side to us, though. So you probably wouldn't guess that, but it's in there. It's in there hidden away.
But
we know
that's it. We know how to push each other's buttons sometimes.
Cool.
So I was like, okay, you can scare me now.
You know, I was just having this conversation with my son, who's 11 years old, and he's got his half sister, Saoirse. She's a few years younger, and she's I think turning 7. And you know, I said, you know, buddy, it's like, you know, they'll just know how to push your buttons, how to trigger you, and everything. But if someone came up to you in a park and started bullying your sister, what would you do?
Oh,
and
yeah.
No,
like,
no one bullies her but me.
Siblings.
Yeah.
Like, it's like there's no other relationship like it. It's like it's crazy. No one can say a word against them, but you can call them every name under the sun, and that's okay.
And do you have fights about the movie that you are going to watch this evening?
We kind of like the same kind of movies, don't we? We
like
the same.
We like pretty much. Yeah.
We love watching trash TV. We are a reality TV show.
And going back to the same food as well, by the way, we always like weirdly order the same.
No. She copies me.
Would you like to test? Would you like to test your favorite movies? So one can close her ears, and the other one will answer her favorite movie, and we'll see.
Well, what?
You go first.
Do you have the same match or not?
One of them. I've got this. Like, there's quite a few, but the first one that came in my head was Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah.
And now I'm like, what else?
That makes 3 of us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
What else? Why can't I think?
I'm just thinking of like kid films like Home Alone and Captain and Hook. I watched Hook the other day and it was so good. I was just thinking, I love this film so much.
Yeah, I love Home Alone.
I do love a kid film.
Casino as well, going back to the gangster films.
Why?
I love the gangster films.
See, I told you a bit scary.
I was going to say it's a pretty big jump, you know, from Pulp Fiction to Home Alone.
She's like,
I think they failed, Alex.
No, I do like all
as well. I do, yeah.
I love all the like classic, you know, Dirty Dancing and
I like Dirty Dancing.
Like that. Yeah. So can you tell who's the cheesier one here? Who's the cool one and who's the cheesy one?
Answer carefully, Alex.
Mariah.
Right.
You know, I really like comic movies, and gangster movies can be in my top list as well.
Yeah.
But I'm more like about future and what about the vision. So I like movies that present you some vision about the future. So this kind of
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I used to love Back to the Future. I know that's not going back to the old films.
Yeah.
Used to love that one.
Love stuff like that.
Wow.
Just saying that.
So on that note, Alex, so to the Designster girls here, when we get the movie going, because I mean, sooner or later we're going to have to do Bitclout, the movie, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be up for being in it? That's the big question.
Yeah. I will. I'm there.
Awesome.
Great.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
That's the question.
Are we playing
What was
ourselves?
that, Louise?
Are we playing ourselves in the movie?
it depends
You
on
have
how
to.
much money will movie make.
Yeah, it depends how much we're being offered. I mean, we don't get out of bed.
Maybe you will be as an
Okay.
executive producer, you know, and so it will depends on your earnings from the movie. How much you will
Nirvana here is asking who would play you in the movie.
Oh, Mariah Carey.
Who would you want to play you?
Mariah. She's
She
a
plays-
terrible actress. Have you ever seen her in a film? She's really bad now. Who would play us in a film? Who would play her?
Who?
Obviously someone fabulous. I don't know. I'm so crap at thinking of celebrities.
I don't know. You should know though, because you like love following celebs. I honestly can't think of
Who
who
plays in the movie? Someone just said an answer there.
Zoe Saldana is a good choice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nirvana.
Well, we'll go with that then. Love it.
Nirvana's got Zoe Saldana. Cyrus has just said he'll be in it. So we've already got the cast. We'll get there.
Great. Let's
Yeah,
get it.
and we can even we can crowdfund it on the we've already got directors, we've got producers, we've got all the people. We just got to crowdfund it. We'll do a page, do a coin, we'll have a movie.
It's like, did you see when Mario Norful was doing his little reality TV show? That was great. We need more like reality TV Bitclout dramas.
I missed it.
Did you not see it? He
When?
had like a little show.
When
and then
was
he had
it?
it was a while ago now. He needs to do this again because it was really good. He was living in a castle with all of his team and he had a camera crew there following him around. Did you not see it?
Yeah, I saw
great.
it. It was great, really. And when we
Needs
had
to
an
be
interview
done.
with him, we discussed it a little bit, and I wish everyone would watch it and go to his YouTube page, channel, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
check
you
it
need
out.
to go and track it down, Mark. It's great.
You need to have a look.
I was going to say, I've had too many conversations. I'm sitting here going, did we? I forgot that bit of it. But talking to Mario was so much fun.
I don't even know what day it is. Well, the other day when I put on about so excited for the Clout Forum chat tomorrow, and you were like, it's not tomorrow, it's Tuesday. I was like, so it is. I thought it was Monday today, and it was like Friday. But that, yeah, like so much goes on in a day on Bitclout, and I just, it's hard to keep track of all the stuff that was done and said.
Yeah,
For sure.
we call it Bitclout years. They're like dog years. They're, it's like 5 years in one day.
Like the 5 months, 5 years.
So,
Yeah.
so
just
I would
before we
like.
move on, Alex, we move on, Crypto Unicorn has popped in here. Emily Blunt and Anna Kendrick as a Designster sisters. There you go. You got your suggestions. So
Yes, please. That's a good call.
I think you
isn't
won
it?
there, Janine.
Oh, I just watched. Have you seen A Quiet Place 2 yet with Emily Blunt?
I haven't seen it.
Did you like it?
I loved it. I thought it
it
was so good. I thought it was going to be rubbish, and it was really good. Have you seen
Yeah,
it?
it was nice, really.
Yeah, like
I loved it.
Later.
You've got to watch the first one as well.
I've seen that one.
Okay, well, the
Yeah,
second one's
I
really
haven't seen
good.
the second.
I didn't think it was going to be as good. Anyway, sorry.
We'll just have our little corner here and have a little
We
chit
just
chat.
have our like review section. Yeah.
We can have just
Sure.
a 3-hour long form podcast. We're good.
Yeah.
With all that said, Alex, what do you reckon? Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to.
I'm
to
just
switch.
noticing. Perfect.
Yeah, I would like to switch our topics to more serious vibes, because all we know that there are some issues on Bitclout, and I would like to raise one issue that was mentioned in our chat as well. So, Janine, we're asking you, what advice would you give to women on Bitclout to remain true to themselves?
Well, I think that is very important. That is an important point, that you have to stay true to yourself. Just be yourself, and I think get to know other women and other creators on the platform. Just find your crew, find friends on the platform, and just get stuck in. There has always been a bit of a bro culture on Bitclout. We found there's a lot of like sort of lad bants on there, but I think people are getting a lot more aware of the fact that women empowerment on the platform is needed. And like we are obviously women, female creators, so we did find it hard from the beginning, and that's why it's so important to us to try and we regularly highlight other female creators on the platform. There are some amazing, really intelligent, successful, talented women creators on Bitclout. So you just think
it's good to try and people should we try and invest in new female creators who come onto the platform. Like we have just done 2, haven't we?
Yeah, so I think it was yesterday.
Sabira and
Julia and Sabira. We just got rid of some inactive creators that we had invested in, and just made investments in those 2 because they're obviously amazing, both of them. But yeah, I think when you think about the top 50 creators on Bitclout, there's no women in there pretty much.
Well, there is, but
there's us, that we are in the top 30. There's none in the top 10. There's none in the top 20, I think.
There's like 50% of them as well are inactive users in the top 20.
And we've always had our mission from day one was to make the top 10 creators. We've still not done it. It's still our mission. One day, you never know, we might get there. We need some whales to come in and help us out.
Into the top 10 most active.
We do when you look at the active creators list, we sometimes sneak in. It's between us and Pamela Anderson at the moment. We're kind of head to head, which is crazy to even say those words. Can we get Pamela Anderson in the Bitclout movie? That's the question. So I think there is just that imbalance at the moment, and it's how else are we going to change that? We need some of the bigger whales and the bigger creators and people that are investing to back more of these female creators. And all we can do is lead by example, and whether it's small investments or just highlighting them, I think it's just really important to be showing off some of the amazing talent that's on the platform with regards to the women. And looking back, I know we're going to get onto the NFT competition in a little bit, but just thinking back to one of the, I was going to say competitions, but it wasn't. It was more like a post we put out ages ago. I can't even remember when it was now, but we said, if you invest $100 into a female creator, we'll invest $100 into you. And that just ran and ran and ran. So it's like, it was really amazing. I mean, there was a lot of admin. It was a lot of sorting out to do at the end of that, but that was just our little way. I mean, I'm not suggesting that everyone else goes out there and does that, because that's quite a lot of money to be investing. But yeah, just
that's
any
a little way to
that
put
you
back
can,
in to show our support towards them.
Yeah, even if it's investing $1 or $2 into a female creator that you think is really great, it's showing the support.
Yeah,
you don't have to be putting the big bucks in. It's just showing that you're there and you think they're doing a really good job, because that does mean something. It's like validation that what you're doing is important and people are interested and care. So
thank you so much. And the one point that I would like to mention is, we have already got some tools for helping female creators on the platform, like Women on Bitclout, different other accounts and groups. We have like I don't remember the exact name, but you all know this account called Creator Fund Women or something like this, which is managed by Zubi, by the women, and it was created by the guidance of Maria Knopfel and Goat Trade. So these are really exciting tools that we have on the platform now. And as I see it, your contribution is not on making investments in women, from my point of view, but I think you should be the voice. So we have like different great female activists on the platform, like Michelle Lord, KTN, and Nirvana, and many others. But I think with the position that you have now, with the direction that you have created since the beginning of Bitclout, you have a great influence, and you can be like one of the top voices for female community on Bitclout.
Definitely. that is certainly what we try and do, and it's definitely what we'll be trying to do more of going forward. So yeah, I think you're 100% right on that, and we just want to...
I'm sorry, I just want to add the last piece that will draw the final picture of what I'm trying to say, is that I think the most powerful and the most essential contribution that you can make is to be more active on voicing the matters that you see on the platform for female. So it's not about you investing in someone, but you saying about someone. And I've seen a lot of your posts is about reclouting someone's stuff or something like this, and this is what you're doing. And I just wish you could be involved maybe on some Zoom meetings as well, as Sarah said in the chat. It's a great idea, and maybe your example will be a good base for other women go to get exposure. So that's my question.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely always posting about sharing female creators' work on the platform, and we've made a lot of investments into female creators over our time, and we definitely do try and highlight female creators on the platform. And we have talked a lot about representation in the top 50 and trying to get more women creators up there. So it's definitely something that is high on our list of priorities, and going forward we will be. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and
I just want to stress that you are very active, even in those dark days for Bitclout when everybody's activity is quite low. We need to say what we see. We don't need to make everything looking fancy and so on and so forth. And you are still active, and you're participating in Clout Forum, and you're talking to different community members. Yeah. And we have Janine who is inviting you to her interview maybe as well. So consider this opportunity as well. And thank you so much for that. And as far as I know, you have a great contest that is coming. And it's helping hand for women, female creators for the platform as well. So Mark, please, and please.
All right. So thank you, Alex, for those good questions. Got a good interrogation there and got to know what's really going on in those heads. Fantastic. So to finish off, again, just respecting everyone's time around the place, and we'll do this again, hopefully. And I just want to also echo that what you're doing for the platform is fantastic. I think it's a very fine balance between, speaking too much direct, because it can sometimes become like a lecturing thing, right? So it's such a fine dance to be able to, and I think you're doing it really beautifully. You guys are doing an amazing job. More than anything, you're role modeling it. And to me, that's walking the talk is really where it counts.
Thank you for all that. Really nice of you to say. We're just doing our best. So.
In the end, that's all we need to do, right?
That's all anyone can do.
Speaking of do your best, you certainly have done your best with this competition. So we're going to finish this podcast with this competition. And so how do we do this? Do you want me to screen share? Do you guys want to talk a little bit about what we're doing first?
You've got the link, haven't you? So obviously we've got our bullish series of Bitclout Bulls. And we thought it would be really cool to do a collaboration to celebrate our Clout Forum chat today. Yeah. So we've done a special limited edition Clout Forum bullish bull. And he's wearing his very own Clout Forum t-shirt. So what we are doing, we've got 5 copies of this bull. So in this NFT link that I think Mark is going to share, we've got 3 copies for sale. And then I'm trying to, I did. I think I put them up for a minimum of, these ones are $25 minimum bid, but we are going to have one available to win as well. So to win the bullish bull, what we are asking people to do is to go and invest in a female creator on the platform. It could be anyone, and we just want you to invest a minimum of $5 into a female creator on the platform. and then screenshot your investment and tag us.
And the link as well.
Put the link under the NFT,
Yeah.
and we will be picking a winner out of a hat. We'll pick a
At
name
random.
at random, yeah.
Yeah.
So what we want
Fantastic.
you to, if you're interested in winning, go and invest $5 minimum. It can be any amount. If you want to invest more, then that's amazing.
Yeah.
In any female creator on Bitclout, and then screenshot your investment and tag us and give us the link.
Yeah, we will. We'll share it again with the
Yeah,
instructions.
we'll reclout that with
yeah.
the instructions just in case that's not clear.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. I'm just going to bring it up one more time because I think these are awesome. So I think it's definitely worth entering. And I love the way that, again, right now, it's such a beautiful way of role modeling how we can contribute towards inspiring action on the platform. Because if we want more action, this is decentralized, right? It's open source, which means it's up to us. It's up to us to create that energy, to bring the people, to bring the vibes. And Designster, you guys have done it once again. The Clout Forum, Bull, thank you so much for the collaboration. It's been such a pleasure with you guys.
We love our bullish bull.
We do.
He looks so pissed off all the time.
I'm just sitting there thinking, there's so much happening in this platform. Of course, we all have our lives and families and everything else.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing it's like going down Alice in Wonderland. There's so many little things. Like, you know, I want to go now sit and browse all your bulls for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say that sentence, but there you go.
Yeah, it sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? But yeah, no, go for it.
Do it.
I hope that's not an audio podcast we got going on. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for both coming on. It has been such an absolute pleasure to get to meet the people behind it.
Oh,
Thank you.
yes, thanks so much for having us. It's been so
Yeah.
much fun. And yes,
Yes.
we would love to come back on again
Definitely.
whenever you'll have us. So just say the word.
Great.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Thank you so much
Alex,
for joining us.
Thank you.
and thank you, Alex, for everything you do, my friend, in making this happen and for holding the fort and for really, I can't wait until we get you sorted so you can have your face up on this screen with us, my friend. And big shout out as well to Cyrus, Janine, Louise Cowley is here with us. Nirvana was here earlier, joining us live in the Zoom. And remember, if you're watching these replays, you can come and join in the conversation, co-create it. The Zoom link is on cloutforum.org. And so you're always welcome. We like to do these live to keep the energy fresh and mischievous. And big shout out to everyone watching on the live streams and to USA. We know this was one of those rare ones. We got UK, we got Australia, we got Russia. America's fast asleep right now. So good morning, and I hope you get to enjoy this one. Oh, and big shout out to Elric as well, who was watching on the live stream.
Cool. Oh,
Thank
Lots
you.
of love to everyone.
It's been so much
Thanks for
fun.
joining us.
Yeah.